What if I told you that January 31st, 2026 is not random, that the next 24 hours are not accidental, that the energy moving toward you has structure, timing, and intention? Pause for a moment. Breathe. Because this is not just a tarot reading. This is your energetic briefing. Welcome to Celestial Insight. Today we are unlocking January 31st, 2026. Not reacting to it. Not guessing about it. Unlocking it. The universe runs on structure. Dates are not just numbers. They are coordinates. And January 31st carries a very specific energetic signature. The final day of the first month of a year sets a tone. It asks a question. It closes a gate. It opens another. You may already feel it. A subtle tension in the air. A sense that something is shifting, even if you can't name it. Maybe you felt slightly reflective these past few days. Maybe you've questioned your direction. Maybe something inside you is saying, I need to be more intentional. That feeling is not anxiety. It's alignment beginning to wake up. January is foundation energy. It sets patterns, and the 31st day acts like a checkpoint. The universe pauses and observes, not to judge you, to measure momentum. Today we're using a 5-card predictive spread designed specifically for single-day energetic forecasts. 1 card reveals the core theme. 2 reveal opportunities rising. 2 illuminate challenges asking for awareness. Together, they create a map. And when you have a map, you don't wander. You navigate. The universe is structured. Cycles build upon cycles. You are not behind. You are in timing. But timing requires awareness. That's why you're here. Something in you knew this message would find you at the right moment. Before we reveal the core theme, understand this. January 31st is not about speed. It is about calibration. The energy of this day is subtle but decisive. It's not loud transformation. It's internal alignment. You may feel pulled between acting and waiting, between speaking and observing, between pushing and allowing. That internal tension is the blueprint activating. Now, let's reveal the central card governing January 31st, 2026. The card is justice. Not punishment. Not reward. Balance, alignment, cause and effect becoming visible. Justice as the core theme tells us that today is about energetic correction. If something has been slightly off in your life, today you will feel it more clearly. If you have been overextending, you'll feel the weight. If you've been holding back truth, you'll feel the pressure. If you've been aligned, you'll feel confirmation. Justice is calm. It does not rush. It observes. It evaluates. It recalibrates. January 31st asks, are your actions matching your intentions? Are your words matching your values? Is your energy invested where your future actually lives? This is not a dramatic day. It is a revealing one. Conversations may carry more weight. Decisions may feel heavier. You may feel unusually aware of consequences. That's not fear. That's clarity. Emotionally, this can manifest as introspection. You might replay a recent interaction. You might rethink a commitment. You might feel the urge to correct something small before it becomes large. Follow that instinct. Justice energy rewards maturity, not perfection, maturity. If someone approaches you today with tension, respond calmly. The universe is watching how you respond, not how fast you react. This phase isn't about action. It's about restraint. January 31st, 2026 is asking you to stand in integrity, even when it's inconvenient, especially when it's inconvenient. And here's what's quietly powerful about justice energy. It restores balance when you choose alignment voluntarily. If you correct your course on your own, the universe does not need to correct it for you. You are not being tested to fail. You are being observed to rise. Stay with me, because now we move into the opportunities forming beneath this surface alignment. And they may not look like opportunities at first glance, but they are. The first opportunity card emerging for January 31st, 2026 is the Ace of Pentacles. This is grounded opportunity, practical growth, a seed, not a harvest, a beginning that looks small but carries long-term impact. You may receive an idea today that feels subtle, a message, an invitation, a realization about money, work, or stability. Do not dismiss small openings. Ace energy is potential energy. It requires recognition. Justice as the core theme, combined with Ace of Pentacles, tells us that alignment today opens material, opportunity tomorrow. When you choose integrity, doors unlock quietly. This may show up as a conversation about a project, a financial insight, a new responsibility, or even clarity about how to restructure your time. The opportunity here is long-term stability, but it requires grounded action, not excitement, not impulse, slow commitment. You might also feel inspired to clean up something practical in your life, organize finances, clarify a boundary, adjust a routine. That impulse is divine timing, not random productivity. The Ace of Pentacles is a seed placed directly in your hand, and seeds do not demand applause. They demand intention. This is the kind of opportunity that rewards patience. If someone offers you something today that feels modest but solid, do not overlook it because it lacks glamour. January 31st is not about spectacle. It is about foundation. There is also something important here about self-worth. Pentacles connect to value, and justice as the core theme asks, do you value yourself enough to choose long-term stability over short-term validation? You may feel tempted to chase quick approval. Resist that. The universe is measuring consistency, not charisma. Now let's reveal the second opportunity card rising beneath the surface of this day. The card is the Page of Cups. This is emotional openness, creative softness, a message that feels gentle but meaningful. Combined with justice, this tells us that vulnerability expressed with maturity creates alignment. You may receive an unexpected apology, or feel the urge to extend one. You may have a creative idea that feels almost childlike in its purity. Pay attention to that. Page energy is small but sincere. It carries emotional truth without ego. Today offers you a chance to respond differently than you have in the past. If someone triggers you, you can choose curiosity instead of defensiveness. That choice alters timelines. The Page of Cups whispers, not shouts. It invites softness in a world that rewards sharpness. And here is what you must understand about January 31st. Softness is strength today. You may also feel a quiet longing to reconnect with someone, to express something, to create something beautiful. That longing is not weakness. It is alignment trying to re-enter your life. But be discerning. Page energy is innocent, not naive. Justice ensures that emotional openings must be balanced with clarity. Do not romanticize red flags. Do not overextend empathy where accountability is required. The opportunity here is emotional recalibration. If you allow yourself to feel without losing structure, something inside you stabilizes. And here is the deeper layer. Ace of Pentacles and Page of Cups together create a bridge between practicality and emotion, between logic and heart. January 31 is not asking you to choose one. It is asking you to integrate both. You may have felt recently that you had to harden yourself to survive, or detach to stay focused. Today invites you to soften without losing discipline. This is powerful, because when stability and sincerity meet, manifestation accelerates. Now, let's shift our awareness gently. Opportunities are present, but awareness becomes complete only when we understand what could challenge us. Justice energy does not ignore shadows. It studies them calmly. And the first challenge card, appearing for January 31st, 2026, is the Seven of Swords. This is subtle misalignment, hidden motives, self-deception, or someone around you not being fully transparent. Do not panic. This is awareness, not danger. The Seven of Swords in a daily forecast often represents internal strategy. It asks, where might you be avoiding full honesty? Not with others, with yourself. Are you pretending something doesn't bother you? Are you postponing a necessary conversation? Are you telling yourself a story that protects comfort but delays growth? Today, avoidance will feel heavier than truth. If someone behaves strangely around you, do not confront immediately. Observe. Justice, combined with Seven of Swords, says, information reveals itself through patience. The universe is watching how you respond, not how quickly you accuse. This phase isn't about exposure. It's about awareness. You are being tested in discernment. Speak less. Notice more. And here is something deeper. Sometimes the Seven of Swords appears when you are tempted to cut corners, to take the easy route, to bypass process. Do not do it. January 31 carries karmic precision. Small shortcuts today create larger corrections later. Integrity protects you. Now breathe, because there is one more challenge card that completes this energetic map, and it will reveal what is being quietly recalibrated beneath everything. We will move into that next. The second challenge card emerging for January 31st, 2026, is the Nine of Wands. This card carries endurance energy. It tells us that you may feel tired, even weary from recent events. Perhaps life has demanded resilience, and now as the day unfolds, you sense a weight pressing just a little harder. That's not a coincidence. January 31st asks you to notice where you are exhausted and why. The Nine of Wands is a card of vigilance. It's not about fear, but about preparedness. It whispers, stay aware, protect your energy, set your boundaries, observe what has tested you without letting frustration dictate your actions. Emotionally, This challenge may manifest as defensiveness. You might feel a little reactive to minor irritations or more sensitive to comments that usually roll off your back. That's natural today. The universe is measuring how you manage that energy, whether you respond with awareness or reaction. But here's the subtle guidance embedded in this card. Endurance today is not a call to push harder. It is a call to balance persistence with wisdom. Do not force interactions or overcommit. Instead, recognize what truly requires your energy and what can wait. Notice your internal dialogue. Are you telling yourself, "I have to fix everything right now"? Justice energy, paired with the Nine of Wands, reminds us that control is an illusion. Influence, yes. Control, no. Align your effort with what is meaningful. Let the rest flow. The universe is quietly testing patience today. Not just patience with others, but patience with yourself. Can you stay the course without forcing outcomes? Can you maintain calm when boundaries are tested? Can you observe without immediate judgment? Now let's layer in the emotional mirror. You may feel a subtle tension between obligation and intuition. Perhaps there's a task you dread, a conversation you've been postponing, or a relationship that asks more than you feel capable of giving. Today, that tension is amplified not to punish you, but to illuminate where your energy is being misaligned. And here is the prophetic insight. This energy asks you to notice the difference between resistance that protects you and resistance that blocks growth. Not every hard day is a threat. Some challenges exist to clarify your direction. The Nine of Wands also reminds us of resilience earned. Reflect on the last month. The small victories, the quiet strength, the moments you persevered even when it was inconvenient. That history of endurance gives you authority today. You are not weaker because fatigue appears you are, stronger for recognizing it and acting consciously. Finally, the Nine of Wands warns against the temptation of isolation. Even if you feel defensive or weary, avoid withdrawing completely. January 31 asks you to remain connected, but selectively. Reach out for guidance if needed. Share space with eyes who align with your values. Protect your energy from negativity, but do not cut yourself off from wisdom and support. Here is the synthesis. The Seven of Swords highlights awareness, internal honesty, and observation of others. The Nine of Wands emphasizes measured endurance, persistence without burnout. Together, these challenge cards tell you that today's subtle test is your alignment in action. How do you respond when the unexpected arises? When the small deception appears? When exhaustion knocks lightly on your door? The key phrase for today is observe, respond consciously. Do not react automatically. By understanding these challenges, you are not being warned to fear. You are being invited to prepare, anticipate, and act with integrity. Awareness gives power. Fear gives nothing. As we approach the final layer of January 31st's forecast, we will move from challenge into synthesis, weaving together the core theme, opportunities and challenges into a single empowering message. This will allow you to step into the day fully aligned, fully intentional, and fully aware. Breathe now. Feel the energy. Recognize that each test, each subtle challenge, is actually an invitation, an opportunity to practice balance, patience, and conscious engagement. When we continue to the next chapter, you'll see how to translate all of this into action, your personal intention setting, and the choices that can turn potential obstacles into powerful transformation. Now we arrive at the synthesis of January 31st, 2026, the moment where insight transforms into actionable awareness. We have observed the blueprint, explored the opportunities, and understood the challenges. Today is a full energetic map. The question now is, how do you navigate it with clarity and intention? Let's begin by revisiting the core theme, justice. This energy underpins everything. It reminds you that your actions, words, and choices have measurable impact. Today is a mirror reflecting alignment or misalignment back to you. If you act from integrity, you will feel the quiet confirmation of the universe. If you act impulsively or from avoidance, the day will highlight where corrections are needed. Next, we combine that with the opportunities, the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. Practical, openings, and emotional clarity exist simultaneously. Together, they create a bridge between material stability and heartfelt expression. January 31 asks you to integrate these dimensions. Take a grounded action toward your goals, while remaining open, receptive, and emotionally honest. Now consider the challenges, the 7 of Swords and the 9 of Wands. Awareness and endurance define your hurdles. The universe is testing discernment, patience, and selective engagement. These energies ask you to notice subtle misalignment, to honor boundaries, and to preserve your energy without retreating into isolation. Here is your empowering insight. Today is not about doing everything, fixing everything, or controlling outcomes. It is about consciously choosing where your energy goes and where it does not. Let's translate that into practical guidance. 1. Pause before reacting. A subtle challenge may arise, someone being deceptive, or a situation testing your patience. Observe first. Let the energy speak before you respond. Your intuition is sharper than usual today. 2. Recognize opportunity seeds. Small invitations, messages, or ideas are appearing. They may feel modest, but they carry long-term potential. Accept them, nurture them, and act from clarity, not urgency. 3. Honor emotional truth. Feelings rising today are signposts. Page of Cups energy may bring unexpected emotions or creative inspiration. Express them wisely, with balance. Vulnerability is strength when paired with discernment. 4. Protect your energy. The 9 of Wands signals endurance. You may feel fatigue or tension. Choose selective engagement. Protect your boundaries. Align your effort with what truly matters. 5. Reflect on alignment. Ask yourself, are my actions consistent with my values? Am I choosing integrity even when inconvenient? Are my decisions leading me toward long-term stability or temporary comfort? Here is your intention-setting prompt for today. I align my actions, my heart, and my choices with integrity. I honor opportunities that support growth. I observe challenges with awareness and respond consciously. Say this at the start of the day. Carry it through your interactions. Let it guide even the smallest decisions. January 31 responds to intentionality. Now feel the flow of this day. Justice provides structure. Pentacles offer grounded opportunity. Cups open emotional clarity. Swords reveal where discernment is required. Wands remind you of endurance. Together they create a symphony of conscious action. Prophetic insight. The universe is not rushing you. The day is not testing your speed, but your presence. Every pause, every observation, every careful choice counts. You are being given foresight today. Use it wisely. Small adjustments now prevent larger course corrections later. Here is the deeper truth. January 31st, 2026 is a day of quiet empowerment. Not flashy, not dramatic, but profoundly influential. The alignment you create today sets the tone for the energy to follow. This is a cosmic moment of calibration, subtle yet potent. Before we close, a final reflection. Notice the synchronicities that may appear. A brief conversation, an insight, a sudden realization these are not coincidences. The universe is quietly offering feedback, confirmation, and direction. Pay attention. Respond consciously. Stand in integrity. And now, a final empowering call to action for this day. Seize the day not with haste, but with awareness. Notice where your energy flows and where it is blocked. Choose integrity over convenience. Accept opportunities that honor your growth. Respond to challenges with patience and discernment. And remember, you are not subject to the day. You are its conscious navigator. This moment will make sense later. Keep this guidance close. Let it inform your choices. Let it shape your interactions. January 31st, 2026 is aligned with your potential if you align with it consciously. Step into the day fully aware. The blueprint is here. The opportunities are present. The challenges are visible. Your agency, your choice, your alignment, that is the power you hold.